sum up your outing?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of odd. I mean, considering the 6 walks, I felt pretty sharp. I mean, I felt probably the most under control, in control of like my body and how I was moving, and I feel like I had a feel for all 5 pitches today, which is good, which is probably kind of odd to say even with 6 walks, but yeah, I mean, it was a grind, but I had to go out there and try and throw up a 0, and I couldn't let them get back in the game after we scored 3. So yeah, I mean, obviously the 6 walks are annoying, especially with 2 outs, but the one to Morel in that inning was, we're picking my spots on guys that I felt like I matched up a little bit better against.
So maybe kind of pitching to the edges of the zone against some of those guys.
Yeah,
just missing. To get to somebody that maybe you.
Yeah, I felt like the Swanson pitch, the 3-1 was a strike. So it's unfortunate that it's called a ball, but yeah, I mean, I felt like I had really good stuff that I was able to kind of be on the edges. Just those guys weren't necessarily in swing mode, so I had to battle back in the count.
How did you feel about the zone in general?
Yeah, I mean, as a pitcher, I always hope the zone is big. So I'm not getting myself in trouble. So yeah, as a pitcher, you want the zone to be as big as it can be. And some nights, just you feel like it's not. Is what it is.
That comebacker got you on the back of the shoe.
Yeah, it got me mostly on the shoe. It was a little bit of the Achilles, but mostly shoe. I mean, thankfully he didn't hit it as hard as I'm sure he could have. I think it was like 91. So yeah, I mean, it was no issue while I was out there. Got a little tight after I came out and iced it and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, I've had way worse. So knock on wood, thankfully.
How was it to deal with frustration when maybe you're just missing or just not getting certain calls? Is that a challenge out there?
Yeah, it can be. Especially where in the sense that I've definitely been grinding the last couple. So I want to go out and do my job and throw up a 0. Just feel like you're making really good pitches against a solid lineup. It's kind of hard because they got to be over the heart of the plate. I don't necessarily live on the heart of the plate, so yeah. I mean, but you got to make adjustments, and I feel like I did a pretty solid job of that. 6 walks and giving up no runs, so it's just one of those weird ones that I'll get out of Dodge and I'll take it out again.
Looking for that for so long in the first half, you finally got it, and the break came. Were you all wondering, is this not the right time for us to have a 4-day break? And I mean, you came out and you played great so far.
Yeah, I don't know. I think mentally we were in need of a break. I think everyone is. Yeah, obviously you get hot. It kind of comes at not the greatest time, but I think so far we've showed some maturity. I think last year we kind of fell into that trap of we were playing really well, and then you get to the break and it's like, oh, are we, we're how many games over 500 at the break? And I think this year we kind of saw what that did to us last year, and it seemed like guys, made a point to, come out and keep pushing forward. The season's not over yet. So, yeah, I mean, obviously we would have loved to have just been to continue to keep playing, but I think it's just good to kind of get a mental and physical reset, and prepare for the second half.
Torrey said he thought maybe those Dodgers Pirates series on the road kind of took a little bit out of you guys.
Yeah, that's where I think that the break probably worked out in our favor, was that we knew what was at stake with that series, with those 2 series, with the Atlanta series. I think mentally, those series were definitely trying. So I think for us to be able to go, all right, we survived what, I mean, some people were calling a gauntlet, and then just to be like, all right, let's reset and, get our bearings about us, and then, come out and keep doing what we've been doing.
When you're up 3-0 going to the 6th, what's your confidence level in the bullpen to be able to do what they did tonight?
Yeah, I'm tremendous. I mean, our bullpen has been unbelievable all year. And I mean, just it's kind of cool to see how far it's come. Just, I mean, from the first half of last year all the way, and second half, the last month, and then now this year. Yeah, I feel really confident. I mean, obviously, the part of my job is to get us through 7, so that way I can save bullets for guys down there. But yeah, going into the 6th inning with a 3-run lead, I feel pretty confident with those guys down there.